let's talk about the weaponization of pacifism, because people wonder why RBN went so hard at these quote unquote professional managerial class leftists. RBN, why you call these people? Why you focus on the boutique leftists? Now, after we've seen the professional managerial class left throw Palestinians under the bus, repeat Zionist talking points, and delegitimize the struggle of the Palestinian people, and speak out against their God-given and legal right to resist their violent oppression, now you guys see why RBN been calling out the professional managerial class. They are not the best allies we have. They are right now. You had the professional managerial class, Bernie Sanders, every single fucking progressive right now. There was Cenk Uygur that was sending out unhinged tweets talking about how, oh, we gotta protect Israeli citizens, we gotta condemn Hamas, all this shit. You guys see how quick they are to throw Palestinians under the bus? Because they don't want to disrupt their standing in their social circles.
Yes, I was just about to say. And make no mistake, Black, brown, indigenous people, if you're watching this, if we were at the time of the atrocities of our ancestors, these people would be the ones. Stop that violent slave revolt.
Yep.
Stop that native revolt. They're terrorists. The people who are revolting against genocide are my native ancestors and my African ancestors, the enslavement. Those people are the terrorists.
Absolutely.
And understand, anybody who's falling on the wrong side of this issue would be on the wrong side of those issues too. Don't let them tell you they would not be.
Absolutely. Let's talk about pacifism. You guys realize pacifism is a personal choice, right? It is not something that you, as a member of the professional managerial class, you who benefit from the violence and blood that our empire spilled, that is not something for you to project on people who are victims of our crimes. Let me repeat that. Pacifism is a personal choice. That's something that you uphold in your personal life. It is not your position to tell people who are victims of the empire you benefit from how they engage. That is what every single person who are quote unquote allies of the Palestinian people are doing right now. Every single one of them. And the Palestinians are waking up. They're furious. Dr. Cornel West got ratio to oblivion.
Yeah, he got ratio to
Marianne Wilson getting ratio to oblivion. RFK getting ratio to oblivion. We see through you. We see through you. You don't set the rules of engagement for Palestinians if you was a Harvard law professor. I'm sorry. And you did great work for the Palestinian people. But if you are of this empire, if you benefit of this empire, I don't give a fuck what tweets you're saying. I don't care what speech you're saying. Who are you to set the rules of engagement for the Palestinians? The same way, who the fuck are you to set the rules of engagement for Black and brown people during the civil rights era? We going through Malcolm X versus MLK all over again. This is the same debate that Malcolm X chewed MLK up on. And MLK later admitted that Malcolm X was right. We going through the same fucking shit, CJ, because people don't read history. Where you got the professional managerial class telling the Palestinians, replace that with the Negroes of the 60s, you guys going too hard in the paint. You know what's on that missed in history? The fact that the civil rights movement had a ton of infighting. A bunch of moderate Black people that was okay with their oppression. Telling people to calm the fuck down. Now we're doing the same thing again. And y'all think RBN is gonna be okay with it. We the only people who had the integrity to call these people out. Everyone wanted to get along. We in YouTube space. I want to go on Kate Apple. I want to get along with everyone. I want to go on Hill. I want to get along with every motherfucking body. No, nigga, this is not high school. We're not doing a movie podcast where we collaborating with each other. They're not wrestling, MMA podcast. They're not football podcast. If it was that, there would be civility. You should have civility. You're talking about unserious shit. Nigga, this is politics. We talking about resisting the crimes of the empire. Y'all motherfuckers are wedging on the issue. And you like, man, y'all niggas are being so mean, man. They always calling motherfuckers out. Why can't you guys let us be weak on apartheid? Come on, man. Let's be a little bit weak on state violence. It's probably one of those episodes today, fam. I got
it is. So let's go ahead and give the warning right now. If you are a person who may not be aware that you align with a lot of white supremacy talking points and establishing talking points on here, your feelings is gonna get hurt on this shit, because there's a lot of unmasking about my personal issues, my ancestry issues. Like, I'm having so many flashbacks, Nick. Like, when I see these things, I'm hearing. So when we ask the question, because anytime you're living now, people always say, how did people sit back and let slavery happen? Yes. You're watching it right now. You're watching it right now. Yes. How did they just sit back and let that? How are we sitting back and letting this happen with the apartheid genocidal Israel?
Absolutely, CJ.
Same thing. Go ahead, Nick. It looked like you were gonna
fucking
chime in
or
say something.
No. I was just fucking him. That's an incredible point. That's all. Once again, we're going through the Malcolm X versus MLK debate all over again.
Yeah.
You got Cenk Uygur, European pro-Israel talking about, why won't we worry about the Israelis? As the video we just pointed out, every single Israeli that lives there is a willing participant in apartheid.
Yeah. They're so what are they talking about innocent? What are they talking about innocent?
What are talking about?
What does that mean?
Someone stole your house. How? Imagine if a mob boss stole the apartment somehow, right? Apartment complex, and then you just living in that motherfucker, benefiting from the mob and their wealth, and then you get arrested. You're like, nigga, I wasn't doing anything. Yeah, I know they stole this shit. They kick people out violently, but what I do, I'm a civilian. No, the fuck you're not. And that was something that PMC left would never say. And we're probably gonna get demonetized on YouTube for telling the fucking truth.
Because you know why, Nick? You know why? Because they fall in that. They fall in that same category, Nick. Think about it. The people who are the seller colonial, who are just, the families are trying to say getting kidnapped, they're innocent. Those people who are benefiting from a genocidal Israel, it is a mirror image over here. These professional managerial class are benefiting from the same sort of system just here. So it's almost a kinship. It's almost a kinship. Oh, what? Because it's like them. Were you going to come to me for my support of Joe Biden, the racist person who's providing money to kill black people? Black people that come after me? That's the same thing, Nick. No. I'm just voting for him. That's it. I don't have any responsibility in this. It's the same, whether they're thinking of this consciously or subconsciously, Nick. It is the same thing. They have a soft spot for those people who are doing good under empire rule because they're doing good under empire rule. Go ahead, Nick.
So I'm just for the sake of time. Well, there's so much to cover, but this is why I pretty much sent out some of my position on this. I said, after seeing the professional managerial class left completely throw Palestinians under the bus and deny their right to resist their violent occupier, I hope you guys understand why RBN been going so hard at these frauds. They are not our friends. They will quickly sell us out to maintain their position in their social club, as shown with how they weaponized pacifism on behalf of the ruling class against Palestinians. And you guys realize that is what's happening, right? Your guys' pacifism does not amuse me. It is not amusing. You're not a good person. Pacifism is a personal choice, but CJ, what these motherfuckers are doing on behalf of the empire is weaponizing that and telling people who are victims of incomprehensible crimes to chill the fuck out. Scumbaggery of the highest level, as I view it. And I'm talking about Cal, Crystal, Cenk Uygur, the entire PMC left. Every single progressive politician elected, every single one of their supporters, they are all scumbags. They are literally promoting the talking points of the Zionist genocidal state of Israel. Do you guys understand me? The PMC left. This is what Ryan Grimmer's going to do. And I'll pass to you, CJ. I know you want to try.
No, go ahead.
This is what Ryan Grimmer's going to do. This is what Jacob Bivens is going to do. This is what all these people are going to do. The PMC left will watch you die while telling you not to fight back. Then they're going to write an article talking about your struggle, talking about how important your struggle is, talking about how much they supported it, and then they're going to make a ton of money off of that fucking article. Someone's going to make a documentary talking about, man, the righteous and courageous struggle of the Palestinians. Meanwhile, at the time, they were telling them to calm down. Then they're going to make millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands, however the fuck money they make. And then they're going to rinse and repeat that same process until the struggle is lost. But you guys are wondering why RBN is so mean to these people. They're playing a very specific and coordinated role for the empire on behalf of their class. CJ,
so what RBN has been trying to do is prevent heartache for the working class and poor by coming out and being staunch advocates for whatever position. We are trying to take the incoming fire for you and have you miss that. Now think about where we're at, Nick. Let's say RBN didn't exist until this point. You would just now be finding out while on the battlefield that you got some weak ass motherfuckers with you on your team.
Yep, absolutely.
You would just now be finding that out. Instead, we gave you that clue 2 years ago, 12 months ago, 6 months ago. We've been telling you these people's going to sell you out. You need to get out before you are a victim.
And the PLC left
selling you out. Go ahead.
Yeah, the PLC left haters for that because they was like, man, these motherfucking RBN motherfuckers sweat. They fucking point us out. They exposing our con. That's why they got a fucking blacklist on us. They all smeared us unjustifiably and lied about us, like Jordan Sheraton. Where Jordan Sheridan lied about our channel. Like all these people do to be the bidding of the professional managerial class because we sniff these motherfuckers out. We sniff out the Biden voters like Jordan Sheridan, Crystal and Kyle, Zach from the Vanguard. We sniff these people out for you guys. The same PMC class that is yelling at the Palestinians saying that violence never solves anything is praising the Ukrainian Nazis, praising the fascist Ukrainian regime that imposed ethnic cleansing against the ethnic Russians in their territory. They're saying they got a right to self-defense, but the Palestinians, they don't got the right to self-defense at all. That is what the professional managerial class is saying with the weaponization of pacifism. Now I want to share that. I had this on the screen earlier because I come from more the Malcolm X, Fred Hampton radical wing of long-standing Black traditional thought, which is why it was shocking to see anyone who considered himself a Black leftist both sides in this issue. Unbelievable. If you're not careful, the newspaper will have you hating the people who are oppressed and loving the people who are doing the oppressing. And that's literally all we see.
That's literally what we're doing right now.
Yeah, that's literally what we. Malcolm X, Fred Hampton, these motherfuckers don't miss, fam. Their quotes uphold to this motherfucking day. The same way Wani K. Trask, the amazing indigenous activist I'm becoming more fond of by the day as I learn more about her. These people who are old school revolutionaries, their words don't die. CJ, do you think revolutionary ideas die?
No.
Struggle is as old as human existence. Their words are immortal. So what we are seeing right now with Malcolm X is exactly what we are seeing with Palestinians. Where motherfuckers are hating Palestinians, hating Hamas, hating the people, calling them terrorists, as Zionists in Israel committing mass war crimes and created a apartheid state for these people. But the Palestinians are the ones who are hated. So I want to show you guys this video. So for the people who believe that this conflict is complicated, because the message of RBN, what we've been telling you guys, that this is not a complicated issue. When I first got into politics, and this is the same with everyone who's Central American, I had no idea what the fuck was going on in Israel, Palestine. Like most people, when I first got into foreign policy, it's because what they tell you, the Zionists in the U.S. media, they were like, "Oh, come on, man, there's a complicated issue. There's a struggle between Muslims and Jews." As soon as I heard that, especially as someone who was secular, I heard the whole religious angle of this. I'm like, "Oh yeah, whatever, get the fuck out of here." And then I've quickly learned, second I got into foreign policy, second I started paying attention, that this issue is actually very easy to understand. This is an issue of settler colonialists. You have a bunch of Europeans, a bunch of Americans, and other Jewish people that want to live in Israel, so they've displaced the indigenous population with the blessing of the United States and the UK. That's Israel-Palestine. You guys see how I summed that up really quickly? When people are like, "Oh, this is, man, so many layers, it's so complicated." No, the fuck it's not. So you want to know how comedy is a great way to expose the lies of our system, right? So let me show you this real quick.
Hey, man, this is actually my place. Well, me and my family have lived here for generations. Who told you that? This ancient book of made-up stories. Would you be happy enough just to piss off or die? No. All right, calm down. God, you're so confrontational. Plan B, let's share.
How could that possibly work?
I get the house, you get the shed. Are you kidding me? I get a few guns, alarms, a few cameras to keep an eye on you, and obviously nothing gets in or out, including yourself, without my say-so. But yeah, I think I'm willing to compromise on this. What the hell are you doing? Defending myself and my home? Oh, why are you so violent and angry? He just kicked me out of my house. Where were you for that part of the story? What's the headline here? Housing dispute, conflict. I'll just put it's complicated. New owner seeks peaceful house shed resolution with terrifying legacy tenant.
You can see how amazing comedy and satire can point out the ridiculous lies we are told by the West. And these lies is exactly why I said we are the most propagandized country in the world. And it's not even fucking close, fam.
Not close
People
at
think
all.
this shit close. People cheering on the Israelis. And people think we're not the most propagandized country in the world.